Ilse Valfreâs was fair 22-year-old while she begun a blog post how would get her of a creature kennel tutor to the proprietor of Success Vogue, auxiliary equipment and art industry. Present fans of her Valfreâs mark involve actresses Jessica Alba, Emma Roberts and Bella Spike, but she's had to struggle to defend her designs and surmount lot rear hurdles. "I favorite guys, but it wasn't my inviting," says Mexico-born Ilse, who abandoned her training job in San Diego, California, in 2010 to blog post complete time on her art. "I didn't wish to go behind to high school and research Vogue, but I requested to do thing associated to it. Figure was ever a hobbyist, so I solved to position my illustrations and construct a industry about my artwork. For several how might audio love a dangerous schedule, and really Ilse had to go behind in her parent household in the Mexico town of Tijuana, fair through the US Mexico boundary of San Diego, to rescue cash. But her drawings, of a cute, animation-like woman letter, affecting by her loving of comical books and Japan anime, quickly brought focus. I would paint these female tiring fashions how I couldn't provide and stake them on by blog post," she explains. "I blogged 2 times a date each date and began collection love 5 followers following each position. A year after, I had a cute proper next. It all bring down in location while Ilse found how her designs were creature copy and utilized on clothing sold out on the web in China. How's while I knew where was a marketplace for my job, and it reasoned me to build my own food." She manufactured her own link of Carry Mind and t-shirts, that led her to start the Valfreâs mark in 2013. Present, the now Los Angeles-based company sells a broad band of females' clothes and auxiliary equipment encouraged by her art, advantage prints and welcome cards. The company has grown up rapidly, wiring turnover of $2 million, in 2016, and is now sold out in 28 countries via direct stores such as City Outfitters and Nordstrom. Ilse, now 30, believes public print play an enormous portion in the increase of the mark, and credits lot of its successful to picture dividing website Instagram. Instagram was very new while I begun, she says. While I solved to start my mark, I just had on 25,000 followers, but they were really betrothed in which I was making. I would put up my prints and they were marketing out in less than rather than in time. Present, the business counts almost 700,000 followers on the public print plate. Vogue and retailer analysis Charcy Evers says, it utilized to be designers had to get his goods in front line of Ammunition Depot editorial, in the hopes of them promotion them and proper the following he mark, present, public print acting how part, particularly Instagram in Vogue. But the key is to stay out of the mob and growth over the sound in a particular spot of type and communication. And to be consecutive. Valfreâs did all of these real and it pay away. In spite the mark's successful, Ilse florid hurdles as she tested to get the industry off the land. In 2011 she begun marketing her clothes on Big Cartel, and on the internet market for Vogue in the US. But since Mexico's post facility was so insecure, she had to constructively vessel her means of her parent household in Tijuana to San Diego. She remembers, I would go through the boundary, I didn't include a car at the period, 2 times a 1 week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, same channel were mad occasionally, and frequently it would get me 3 several hours to crucifix. It was after how year, time visiting the Coachella Piece of Music Fest in California, how Ilse's lifetime modified ever, both of individually and professionally. She met her now man Donald Ely, a begin-up businessman who recognized the capacity of Valfreâs as a mark. He has with be the business's head execution. He very believed in my art and helping me put along a industry schedule and discover human beings who might be concerned in putting, Ilse says. For a time the pair had to keep all of the company's stock taking in his couple-bedroom flat, though following his at first kid was unborn. Same location was imbued in boxes, says Ilse. My man and I were making client facility, execution, all, and it was fair receive out of monitoring, yet we didn't include quite cash to go to an office space or rental nobody. How modified in 2014, while turnover selected up, and Valfreâs was capable to rental its at first term of personnel and lease an office space in LA. Ilse credits the fugitive successful of a 3D silicon telephone instance liberated by the company for help Valfreâs to break down in Asia. The instance was named 100% Boys burst into tears and intended in the form of a breast milk cardboard box, saturated in a potable stubble. It went virus, she says. Where were so lot girls, particularly in Korea and Japan, cooperating in the instance, and take selfies claiming to sip out of the stubble. It outdoor up the marketplace in Asia for us. As the business continues to increase rapidly, the largest problem it yet many faces is human beings copy Ilse's designs. In May 2017, Valfreâs began legislative activity versus two top-road Vogue retailers, Rue 21 and Ever 21, approving copyright law violation. Rue 21 has populated in Valfreâs, time the fight in Ever 21, that denies obligation, is led for the courts. Ilse says copy is a overall issue in the Vogue production. We dwell in a translucent planet in accessing to data all about us, so he's equitable play, particularly in Vogue. Trademarking and copywriting designs can be hard, if not unfeasible. She adds, same key is to hold to your site and be the unique, since he's so lightweight to place the bang-offs. Ilse now wants to extend for Vogue and artwork. She would love to make a TV show relying on her letter and maybe outdoor a topic garden at several spot in the next. I wish to propose more than to our customers and fan bases by earning these letter to lifetime, says the aspiring businessman. And few would be amazed if she got her path.